So I have had my air skirts now for over 3 years and they work awesome. If you've watched my other video, then you know that I don't cover the entire trailer. I just box off and basically cordon off where my water pipes are. So in the winter time, it pretty much saves me from my water freezing. They work great in my opinion. I love them. There is one thing though that you must do in the summertime, and that is regulate the airbag, the air in the bag. In the summertime, it heats up. If it's in the sun, it's going to heat up a little bit and the air is going to expand. Now there are valves on here that will allow the air to come out if the pressure gets too high. Now the reason why I started going outside and checking the airbags to make sure that it hasn't expanded too much was because I did have an issue with the seal release valve. So what I figured out was that the airbags that are in the sun are going to get really hot, and of course the air is going to expand. So the release valves are there to, just in case the air expands too much and gets too big for the air skirt, it's going to release some of that air. Well, for some odd reason the release valve didn't work, and I had two of my skirts were just constantly it was a very slow leak, but I would have to constantly go outside maybe every 2 or 3 weeks to fill the bag back up with air. It wouldn't completely go all the way down, which means it was just a very small leak. So I ended up, how I found it was I had to blow the bag up. I covered the entire bag with like a dish soap and just ran my hands around it. And then I watched for the bubbles, and next thing you know, I saw bubbles coming from right under the release valve. So I instantly called customer service. They sent me out 2 bags, no issue, no problems. So now when in the summertime I take a lot of, well, not a lot, but I take about probably 10 to 15, maybe 20% of the air out of the skirts, and let the heat expand the air just enough to where it's not going to expand too much. And so if it's a touch and go thing, if you're outside and you're looking at your air skirts like me, just constantly be on the lookout for if the air has expanded too much, and if it has, then just release some of that air out. That's the best tip I can give. I'll say 3 years later that my air skirts work great. I haven't had any issues with water freezing. I'm staying right now in eastern Michigan, kind of close to the Canadian border. So last winter my refrigerator went out. It got so cold, the fridge gelled up, but my pipes didn't freeze. So yes, the air skirts do work on regular size trailers. Just like I said in the last video, I don't cover the entire trailer. I just cordon off where I know the water pipes are, and it works great. So yes, it is an investment, but I would definitely get air skirts if you plan on living in your trailer full time. Peace.